my name is Alexia.
Hi, my name is Ashrita.
And my name's Niall.
Welcome to episode 2 of Eagle News.
In many countries, February is an important month because it's Black History Month.
So we wanted to teach you about this very important celebration.
Here is Ella and Taylor with their segment about Black History Month.
Hi, my name is Ella.
And I'm Taylor.
Many countries around the world celebrate Black History Month.
Since 1976, in the United States of America, the month of February is when Black History Month is officially celebrated.
Starting with President Gerald Ford, every U.S. president has officially designated the month of February as Black History Month.
Black History Month celebrates and honors the contributions of African Americans to U.S. history.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Barack Obama are 3 African Americans that have helped make the world a better place and have changed the course of history.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was one of the most influential leaders in the civil rights movement during the 1950s and 60s. He played a big role in ending segregation of African Americans in the U.S.
Dr. King inspired many large crowds with his speeches, and he led peaceful protests.
One of Dr. King's most famous speeches is called I Have a Dream. It's a call for equal rights and an end to racism in the United States.
In 1964, 2 years before his tragic assassination, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize of his nonviolent actions and contributions to the civil rights movement.
In Montgomery, Alabama, in the year of 1955, a courageous African-American woman named Rosa Parks took a stand against segregation. Instead of moving to the back of the bus, which was the designated seating area for African Americans at the time, Parks refused.
Her act of resistance started the Montgomery bus boycott, which led to the integration of public transportation in Montgomery. Nearly a year after she was arrested, the Supreme Court ruled the bus segregation as unconstitutional. Rosa Parks' courageous actions obviously led to the important change, and she became known as the mother of the civil rights movement.
Barack Obama was the first African-American president in the United States of America and served from 2009 to 2017. He is a powerful example and inspiration for people like current Vice President Kamala Harris, the first female African-American vice president.
Former President Obama launched a program called My Brother's Keeper to address persistent opportunity gaps facing boys and young men of color and to ensure all youth can reach the full potential.
For his extraordinary efforts to strengthen international diplomacy and cooperation between people, as well as reducing nuclear stockpiles, he was awarded the 2009 Nobel Peace Prize.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Barack Obama are just a few of the countless African Americans who have made a difference in the U.S. and who continue to make the world a better place.
Happy Black History Month!
Thank you, Ella and Taylor, for that moving and inspiring segment. Next up, we have Ethan Kay and his news about President Biden's latest executive order regarding racial justice.
The United States has faced a long history of racial inequality and division. Though much progress has been made over the past half-century, many deeply rooted problems still exist. In his first days in office, President Joe Biden has been signing several important executive orders to combat racial inequality in the United States. As one of his first official acts as the President of the United States, President Biden issued an official order on advancing racial equity and support for African American communities through the federal government. Not only did this new executive order set a tone for Biden administration's social justice policies, but it also repealed two conflicting executive orders issued by former President Trump.
I believe this nation and this government need to change their whole approach to the issue of racial equity. Yes, we need criminal justice reform, but that isn't nearly enough. We need to open the promise of America to every American, and that means we need to make the issue of racial equity not just an issue for any one department of government. It has to be the business of the whole of government.
By prioritizing and signing this executive order within the first hours of his presidency, President Biden aims to prove his commitment to equity, diversity, and inclusion among federal agencies. Outlined in the official order are steps to, quote, remove systematic barriers and provide equal access to opportunities and benefits. Specifically, the policy states that the federal government should pursue a comprehensive approach to advancing equity for all, including people of color and others who have been historically underserved, marginalized, and affected by persistent poverty and inequality. The thing on everyone's mind is, will this executive order make a difference for the Black community, or will the U.S. continue to struggle on racial equity?
Thank you, Ethan, for your interesting news about President Biden's new executive orders. Next up, we have Brady's segment all about swimming.
Hi, my name is Brady. Today I'm going to teach you a little about swimming, which is my favorite sport. In swimming, there are 4 strokes: freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, and butterfly. Most people would say that butterfly is the hardest stroke, and freestyle is the easiest. If you're on a swim team, you get to do swim meets. They are so fun because you get to see if your times have improved for each stroke. It is such a great feeling if you win. In swimming, you can get very nervous before a race. It has happened to me many times before. But when you jump in the pool, you feel great. Swimming lately has been very hard because of COVID-19. Most swimmers can't swim as much as they used to, and that leads to slower swimming and not faster swimming at all. Here is a fun fact about swimming. The oldest stroke in swimming is breaststroke. Another fact is the average high school swimmer takes about 1 million strokes per season. The things any swimmer would need is a pair of goggles. Swimmers that do swim meets need a cap too. Here are some of the worst things that can happen in a race. You can false start, go late, miss your race, get disqualified, drown, and do the wrong stroke. So in swimming, you have a lot to remember. I hope everyone has a great time swimming in a race or just for fun. Bye.
Thank you, Brady, for that amazing swimming segment. Next up, we have Ethan and Noelle with their segment about soccer.
Hi, my name is Noelle.
And I'm Ethan.
And these are some interesting soccer facts. Soccer is the most popular sport in the world, and a lot of people play it.
In 2020, Cristiano Ronaldo scored the most goals, but Lionel Messi has won more titles.
Wow, that's cool. Also, only the U.S. calls it soccer. In other countries, they call it football, which makes a lot more sense to me.
That's interesting, but did you know that Eslin Bahardur, age 74, was the oldest player in the 2018 World Cup?
And the youngest player in Premier League, Harvey Elliott, made history when he was 16 years old in 30 days, and he played in the 88th minute of the Fulham vs. Wolves in May 2019.
That's impressive.
In soccer, the longest winning streak is 15 wins by Manchester City in August 2002.
That's a long streak. Did you know that Rogério Ceni, the Brazilian goalkeeper, has a record of 131 goals, which is the most for any goalie?
That's a lot of goals for a goalie. Megan Rapinoe is one of the best players in women's soccer in 2020.
The best comeback in soccer was Liverpool versus AC Milan in the 2004-2005 season in the Champions League final.
Those were some interesting soccer facts.
Bye.
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 Thank you, Ethan, Anna, and Noel, for that interesting segment about soccer. Unfortunately, this episode of Eagle News has come to an end.
Thank you, everybody who participated in Eagle News on camera and behind the scenes.
Thank you all so much for watching Eagle News Episode 2.
Goodbye for now.
We wouldn't get here. There were those
all sorts of stuff.
Ali moving in on London.